Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some legends of boxing. We have 3 bouts this evening. The main event will be Oscar Bonavena, the new heavyweight champion of the world. He upset Gene Tunney via cuts. He will make his first title defense against the European champion Primo Carnera. Carnera ranked 10th in the world. This is 15 rounds for the heavyweight championship. The bouts are coming from Buenos Aires, Argentina, Estadio Monumental. It is a packed house at the stadium to see Bonavena and Carnera. Carnera lost his European title to, it's on the tip of my tongue, but let's quickly go. Oh, I can see the guy too. He was a Welsh fighter. I went brain dead. Hold on a second. Let's go to rankings. And let's go to Primo Carnera very quickly. Carnera, Joe Erskine. That's who it was. Erskine upset Carnera, stopping him, really dominating the fight. Carnera did get some shots and never could hurt Erskine. The rematch, Carnera fought much more aggressively and TKO'd Joe Erskine in the 7th to take back the European title, thus giving him the title shot against Bonavena. Let's go back to, there we go. We also have Louis Firpo trying to upset the #1 ranked heavyweight contender Joe Louis. So it'll be the Wild Bull of the Pampas taking on the Brown Bomber. Firpo hopes to do what he did to Dempsey to Joe Louis, knock him out of the ring, but win this fight. Firpo very confident that he can upset the Brown Bomber. The Brown Bomber, with a win, will solidify his shot at the title. Then, in our first bout, it is a big one at middleweight. Carlos Monzon, who has twice fought Marvelous Marvin Hagler for the the first time for the vacant middleweight title. It was a draw, and then the second time Hagler defeated him via points. Will take on the #2 ranked middleweight Vito Antuofermo. In Antuofermo's last fight, he upset the Raging Bull from the Bronx, Jake LaMotta. So it's 1 versus 2 at middleweight. Joining us here in Buenos Aires, Argentina, SGJ Jamie says, oh yeah, fight night and hockey unreal. Check out that wonderful Card and Dice Hockey channel. He says, how is it going? It's going well, thank you very much. So up first, Monzone and Antuofermo. Let's check out the preview. Carlos Monzon has not recorded a win yet in our universe, but it's understandable. He didn't fart. Well, he might have farted when he got hit in the gut. He fought Marvelous Marvin Hagler twice. Again, vacant title was a draw. The rematch, Hagler defeated him on majority points. It was a close fight. Vito Antuofermo, 2-0. He has beaten Frank the Animal Fletcher and the upset over the Bronx Bull, Jake LaMotta. Monzone and Antuofermo are both physical fighters, though Monzone's a better boxer, has a good jab, a good right hand. Antuofermo will have to get inside and rough up the Argentinian. Monzone is a favorite in this bout. He should have an edge in control factor. He'll have an edge in power. Antuofermo physically strong, but not a big puncher. Endurance, well, both have good endurance. Antuofermo cuts quite a bit, and Antuofermo has a extremely solid chin. So that's our first bout, 10 rounds middleweights. The #1 ranked Carlos Monzon hoping to get a third crack at Marvelous Marvin Hagler against the #2 ranked Vito Antuofermo, originally from Italy, now fighting out of Brooklyn, New York. To the ring we go. Monzone will be in the red corner, Antuofermo in the blue. They come to the center of the ring. They'll get their final instructions from the referee. Antuofermo will bring the pressure early, it looks like, as they go back and they await the bell. So with that pressure, Antuofermo has the same control as Carlos Monzon. Monzon will be on the outside trying to use his educated jab. Round 1 scheduled for 10. There's the bell. And it's Monzon putting the jab out on Antuofermo. Antuofermo applies the pressure. Monzon hits him with one jab but misses with the right hand. It does not deter Vito Antuofermo. Again, Monzon. A nice jab, right hand, left hook. Antuofermo shrugs it off and moves forward. Vito does not want to take too many of those shots. Monzon staying at distance, back and forth, side to side. Antuofermo continues to apply the pressure. It's Monzon with the feint of the jab and a very good right hook into the ribs of Vito Antuofermo. Toe-to-toe exchange. Antuofermo mauled him towards the ropes. Monzon gets off the ropes. Both fighters landed. Antuofermo gets inside, slaps away with his punches. Monzon looks to counter, uppercut, right hand. Antuofermo walks through it again, but he is taking tremendous punishment. This is a good round for Carlos Monzon. Monzon really using that jab. Antuofermo dips low, lunges forward, a left to the body and a chopping right hand to the head of Carlos Monzon. Under a minute to go here in round number 1. Monzon back behind the jab, looking to set up the right hand. Monzon looking, beautiful combination. Right, left to the head, and then a left-right to the body. 4 nice punches. Monzon punching at the bell. Left hook, left hook, and Antuofermo walks through it. A big round for Carlos Monzon. He hit Vito with everything, including the kitchen sink. But Antuofermo still stands, and miraculously, no blood on the face of Vito Antuofermo. Big round for Monzon. We see that at 10-9 unofficially. Vito's got it in his corner. They're telling him, keep the pressure upon him. Vito's going to try to work inside, it looks like, and Monzon will stay behind the jab. Round number 2 scheduled for 10. They tie up. Monzon wrestling with Vito, and now the referee breaks them. Monzon looking to throw. Pause the jab. Right hand, left hook, right hand. Antuofermo walks through it again, but he is taking heavy damage. At some point, the dam might break. The dam being the chin of Vito Antuofermo. Toe-to-toe exchange inside. It was a sloppy exchange, but that's how Vito has to fight. Antuofermo gets inside. Antuofermo wings a left and a right. Monzon looks to counter. Beautiful uppercut and a short right hand. Monzon back at distance, circling, trying to keep the bout in ring center. Antuofermo applies the pressure. Antuofermo works his way in. He holds Monzon with the left arm and then bangs away into the ribs of the Argentinian. Monzon not liking that, back behind the jab. There's one jab, 2 jabs. Right hand lands on Vito Antuofermo. We see swelling near the left eye of Antuofermo. Under a minute to go here in round number 2. Antuofermo comes in. He roughhouses. The referee admonishes him for those tactics. Antuofermo, determined, misses the left and the right hook. Antuofermo still mauling his way in. Good body shots by Vito Antuofermo, and then he brought him up to the head. That was the best salvo. The best salvo that Antuofermo has thrown in this fight. It's early. That was a better round for Vito. They'll work on the swelling near the left eye in his corner. Freddie Brown is in the corner of Vito Antuofermo. That round still goes to Carlos Monzon. Joining us here at ringside in Buenos Aires, Argentina, Cutter Historical and Dwayne Martz. Check out both those wonderful channels. Sox Arizona is also here. Check out Sox Arizona for all your Red Sox needs. And when the Celtics get back to playing, it was a tough Game 6, excuse me. We won't mention it here, but Golden State won. So remember to check out Sox, Arizona. We prepare for round number 3. We've given both rounds unofficially to Carlos Monzon, though Antuofermo was able to get inside a little better. Both fighters look to stay at distance. Round number 3. Monzon looking to land a boom. Feints with the right. Left hook. Right uppercut. Antuofermo is hurt by that one. Monzon measuring. Monzon looks to land, and he lands the right cross. Antuofermo moves away from the ropes. Monzon stalking. Both fighters feint but don't fire. Monzon feeling very confident. Puts one jab on Antuofermo. Missed with the right hand. Antuofermo trying to regroup. He's having a lot of trouble. There's the right hand. Antuofermo just ducked away from it. About 1:20 to go here in round number 3. Antuofermo bores in. And Vito lands a slapping combination. And you can just see where Vito also puts the forearm and shoulder in there, trying to force Monzon back. Now both fighters at distance, but Vito has to cut the distance, get inside. He does. Lands a grazing, chopping right hand, and again back behind the jab go both boxers. Antuofermo feints a jab, and there, the right hand, and then a jab on the way out. Nice job by Vito. It's a close round here. Monzon looking to rally in the final seconds of round number 3. Jab, right hand, and there's the bell. Excellent combination by the Argentinian. Another round in the bank for Carlos Monzon. Antuofermo in this round and prior round has done better, but he has not won those rounds. We prepare for round number 4. They worked on the swelling near the left eye of Vito. Round 4, the bell. Antuofermo bores in, and Vito lands a chopping 1-2. Vito stays inside. Vito lets his hands go, snapping the head of Monzon, and Monzon is hurt. Monzon is hurt. Monzon backs to the ropes. Antuofermo moves forward. Antuofermo digs a left-right to the body. Monzon tries to tie him up. It's all Vito Antuofermo right now. Antuofermo keeps him pinned on the ropes, pounding away at the body, the arms, and the head. A little right uppercut snuck through the guard of Carlos Monzon. Freddie Brown fired up Antuofermo in between rounds. Monzon tries to get off the ropes. Monzon lands a left-right. Antuofermo keeps him pinned on the ropes. Now they tie up, move away, back towards ring center. Under a minute to go. Antuofermo continues to try to rally, but it's Monzon working the jab. Antuofermo is undeterred. Antuofermo moves forward. The right hand misses. Antuofermo ducked away, but missed with the left hook. At the bell, a left hook into the rib cage of Vito Antuofermo by Carlos Monzon, but a good round by Vito Antuofermo. The bull-like tactics, the charges, finally get to Carlos Monzon. Monzon did not like it. Monzon was shaken up by a furious combination. Remember, Antuofermo not a big puncher, but a very physically strong boxer. Monzon would not like to meet Antuofermo in a dark alley. First round in the bank, in our eyes, for Vito Antuofermo. We prepare for round 5. Freddie Brown in the Antuofermo corner. Very, very happy. He says, we need more of that, Vito. Let's look at the ringside score. Unofficially, the ringside score has it 38-38. Another one of these close fights that Vito Antuofermo is in. The bell, round 5. It's Antuofermo getting in tight. Monzon wants to try to go billy goat to billy goat with Vito. And Vito bangs away to the head, then grabs onto Monzon and bangs that body with the right hand, then brings a little left uppercut through the guard of Carlos Monzon. Monzon looking to stand toe-to-toe. He hooks to the body. Looking to punch. Once again inside. Beautiful uppercut. And then a left-right combination, snapping the head of Antuofermo. Antuofermo continues to bore in, but Monzon's not giving any ground. Left hook to the body. Right uppercut. Another left to the head. Antuofermo is hurt. Antuofermo trying to tie up Carlos Monzon. But Monzon digs to the body and snaps Antuofermo's head with a right uppercut. Monzon coming on, but just as I say that, it's Vito Antuofermo coming back with a furious combination to the body, left, right, left, right. Under a minute to go here in round number 5. Monzone looks to land big. Missed with the left hook, but lands a solid right hand. Antuofermo has his right eye, around the right eye, has puffed up. So swelling near the left, and now some major damage near the right eye. 34 seconds left. Monzone pouring it on. Monzone hooks to the body, brings the right hand and left hook to the head. Antuofermo walks through it, pushes Monzone away. Final moments. Antuofermo punches at the bell and he misses. So again, Vito had some moments, but it's Carlos Monzone coming back to take round 5 quite convincingly. Frank Wainscott has joined us here in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I hope you feel better soon, Frank. I saw you're in Dave Little's chat. Had a wonderful, Dave Little had a wonderful wrestling card. Check that out. And Frank Wainscott says, Vito is a bleeder. He sure was. A very fun fighter to watch. Sometimes sloppy and rough, but a fun fighter. Round 6 coming up. Monzone looks to have the edge soon in endurance. Antuofermo, they've told Vito, Freddie Brown, quite animated in the Antuofermo corner, says you gotta get him, as Brown works feverishly on the swelling. The right eye more worse than the left. Through the Argentinian interpreter in the Monzone corner, they are happy with Carlos, thinking that they can get Vito out. Round 6, the bell. Both fighters on the inside. Antuofermo tries the maul and brawl, but it's Monzone who lands to the body. Good job by Carlos. Monzone, left hook, right hand to the jaw of Vito Antuofermo. What is holding Vito up? Like it was a fly hitting him, but it was a big shot. Antuofermo comes in. Again, he bores in, forcing Monzone towards the ropes. He holds and hits. Antuofermo needs to do a lot more than that. He keeps Monzone on the ropes. They maul, they brawl, punches get through for both pugilists. Monzone slides away from the ropes, digs a couple of good hard shots into the rib cages of Vito Antuofermo. Toe-to-toe exchange, that's what Antuofermo has to do. Under a minute to go. Vito lands a chopping right hand and a slapping left hook, getting the attention of Carlos Monzone. Vito bores in. Vito again forcing Monzone to the ropes, lands a right uppercut. Antuofermo coming on, final 10 seconds. Vito just keeps him on the ropes, punching away. Not everything got through, but some did. And there is the bell. A close round for Vito Antuofermo and Carlos Monzone. Round 7 is upon us. Antuofermo in his corner. They work the swelling on the left and right eye. Freddie Brown doing a good job. Let's go to the ringside score. Again, unofficially, Monzone up by 2 points now through 6. 58-56. That's about how we see it. Probably a bigger edge towards Monzone. But Antuofermo is tough, if nothing else. Round number 7, the bell. Monzone is going to stay inside. Antuofermo looking to catch Monzone moving forward, but it's Monzone who's letting his hands go. He is first, and he scores to the body with a hook. Now they tie up. Referee breaks them. Antuofermo circles. Monzone again feints the jab and lands the right hook into the rib of the Italian. They feint but don't fire. Monzone again pressing, and Antuofermo has no answer at the moment. Nice 4-punch combination. 3 out of 4 got through. Monzone continues to punch. Monzone is really whacking away at Antuofermo. That swelling seems to be bothering Vito. He cannot see the punches coming. Antuofermo is tagged with a left hook and a big right cross. Antuofermo's blinking. Under 30 seconds to go. Monzone snaps the Italian's head with a right uppercut and then a left hook. It's all Carlos Monzone, the Argentinian, looking to end it, but the right hand missed Antuofermo goes back to his corner, blinking his eyes. And again, Freddie Brown quickly sits him on the stool, will go to work with Enswell on the left and the right eye. That was a huge round. A huge round for Carlos Monzone. That's the first time you saw Monzone forcing Vito back. Could it be the beginning of the end for the number 2 ranked middleweight, Vito Antuofermo? Monzone ranked number 1. lost a vacant title bid via decision to Hagler. Was a draw, excuse me. And then the rematch he lost for the vacant title once again. Round 8 coming up. Monzone looks in complete control. Very calm in his corner. Vito looks like he's laboring now. We prepare for round 8. Again, through the Argentinian interpreter. They believe they can stop Antuofermo, and they want an explanation point on this victory. Here's the bell, round number 8. Antuofermo comes charging out, now feints. Monzone moves forward, and Antuofermo catches him with a left right to the body and a chopping right hand to the head. Nice combination by Antuofermo. Antuofermo revved up, wings a left and a right. Monzone was able to parry those punches away. Monzone pressing forward, a left hook to the body and a right uppercut, snapping the Italian's head. Toe-to-toe exchange, big exchange, as Antuofermo will not give ground. They stand and they bang. Antuofermo feinting, Monzone moves forward, and Antuofermo lands another chopping right hand and a little left hook to the body. Another toe-to-toe exchange. Monzone backs up. Antuofermo moves forward. Under a minute to go. Vito continues to press. Right hand, left uppercut. Monzone's blinking, but there's no blood. Monzone looks to land. Chopping right hand, left hook, and another right hand. Vito, there is blood, and it looks from the nose. Swelling near both eyes, and now blood from the nose of Vito Antuofermo. Final moments of round number 8, and it's Monzone hooking to the body at the bell. I give that round, though, even or to Antuofermo. He showed a lot of guts there. Antuofermo looks like a mess as he sits down in his stool in the corner, the blue corner. Freddie Brown now jams the things that look like ear pick, you know what, right up the nose to try to stop the blood as he works the end swell. Freddie Brown, a very busy man in the Antuofermo corner. Round number 9 coming. Monzone in complete control in our opinion. It's a competitive fight, but what we would call at the moment in the second half of this fight a competitive mismatch. Antuofermo has 6 minutes to turn this thing around. Ringside scorer has the Argentinian Carlos Monzone up by 4 over the Italian, now living in Brooklyn, New York, Vito Antuofermo, 78-74. Freddie Brown revving up. Antuofermo in the corner. SGJ Jamie, our expert in the chat, has it 5-1-1 Monzone. Once again, we'd like to say hello to SGJ Jamie, Frank Wainscott, Sox Arizona, Dwayne Martz, Cutter Historical, and Hockey Unreal. Here we go, round number 9, scheduled for 10. It's Antuofermo looking to land, and it's a good combination by Vito Antuofermo. A looping right hand, a left to the body, then he brought the left hook to the head. Antuofermo looking to lay a trap. Both fighters wing right hands and miss. Monzone presses forward, but it's Vito looking to lay the trap. And Vito laid the trap, and we call that in the Franks and Beans, or meatballs and sausage. Antuofermo is warned, second warning. Monzone not happy with that. Monzone, bang, with the right cross. Antuofermo walks through it. Monzone looks to load up. This time it was a left to the body and a short right hand as he tries to press Antuofermo. Monzone just letting his hands go. Bangs a left-right into the ribs of the Italian. Monzone punching away with under a minute to go. Beautiful 4-punch salvo. Everything hitting Vito. 2 to the body, 2 to the head. It's all Carlos Monzone. Big shot snapping the head of Vito Antuofermo. Antuofermo circling and blinking. Final seconds. Antuofermo throws a big Hail Mary right that misses at the bell. And with all the punches that Carlos Monzone has thrown, he finally seems to be breathing heavy in his corner. Antuofermo is a mess. Swelling near the left eye. Worse swelling near the right eye. Blood still coming from the nose, though just a trickle. Final 3 minutes. Let's go to the ringside scorer. Unofficially, myself and SGJ Jamie probably have Monzone comfortably ahead, though some rounds were close, and weird things happen in Vito Antuofermo fights. Antuofermo, in our eyes, myself, SGJ Jamie, and the ringside scorer, must score a knockout. Round 10, they touch gloves. Final 3 minutes. It's Monzone firing away. Missed the right hand, but landed a grazing uppercut. Antuofermo trying to lay traps, but it's Monzone pressing forward, and Monzone landing. Left hook to the body, right hand to the head of the Italian. Toe-to-toe exchange by both fighters. Monzone getting the better of it. Beautiful right-left combination. Antuofermo is in trouble. Monzone looking for the kill. And that is it. They have stepped in. Antuofermo is not answering back. Monzone punching away. And Estadio Mas Monumental in Buenos Aires, Argentina explodes. Carlos Monzone has done what Jake LaMotta could not do. 1, defeat Vito Antuofermo, and 2, stop him. The time of the referee's stoppage, Antuofermo and his corner complaining, but he wanted to go on. I think it was the right decision to stop the fight. There was no need for Vito to take any more punishment. You can see he's still having a discussion with the referee. The doctor coming to take a look at Vito. He says he's fine. So the time of the official stoppage, and we'll get the official announcement in moments. Monzone, it looks like at the 120 mark of round 10. So a big win for Carlos Monzone. In fact, his first win in our universe. He is now 1-1-1. So Carlos Monzone defeats a man he ducked in real life. He didn't want to fight Vito Antuofermo, nor did he want to fight marvelous Marvin Hagler. But he defeats him in our boxing universe. Let's check out the judges. SGJ Jamie says, I agree. Good call by the ref. There's no need for Antuofermo to take further punishment. He was not answering back. 87, 84, 88, 83, 89, 84. That's about correct. Monzone really poured it on the second half of the fight. It was close through the first 5 rounds, but it was all Monzone. Let's see what they had. 6 Monzone. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Everything was Monzone after the 5th. And that's the way we saw it. Antuofermo stayed close early on, but Monzone, the better technical fighter. Monzone, the better puncher. Monzone, the winner. And we have the official announcement now. Your winner by TKO, as we're translating. Of course, it's in, Argentinian, aka Spanish. 10th round, 120 mark. Carlos Monzone, and the stadium erupts once again. So the first Argentinian has won. Now up next, Luis Firpo, the Mad Bull of the Pampas, the Wild Bull of the Pampas, takes on the Brown Bomber from Detroit, Michigan, United States of America, number 1 ranked heavyweight, Joe Louis. Firpo ranked 31st. He made a decent run in the tournament to determine a contender for Tunney, a tournament in which Bonavena won, and then Oscar Bonavena, who will defend in the main event against the Italian Primo Carnera, shocked the world and stopped Gene Tunney on cuts. So Tunney's luck ran out against Ringo, Oscar Bonavena. All right. We prepare for our co-main event. Luis Firpo, Joe Louis. Let's take a look at Joe Louis, the number 1 ranked heavyweight. He is 3-0. He has knocked out Floyd Patterson. Battered Joe Erskine. Erskine made it into the 9th, though, before he was TKO'd. Joe Baskey went the distance with Joe Louis, losing a unanimous, lopsided 10-round decision. Luis Firpo ranked 31st, 5-3-0 with 2 KOs. Firpo lost to Spinks, defeated Frank Bruno, majority decision, lost by KO in a wild one to Bruce Selden, then went on a win streak, beat Jack Bodell TKO, defeated Buster Mathis on points, a close decision. TKO'd Scott Ledoux. Beat Fred Fulton, who has a good punch, by split decision, but lost to Nino Valdez by unanimous decision. That was in the heavyweight tournament. To see who would fight Gene Tunney. Now back to Buenos Aires, Argentina. SGJ Jamie says, I like the pick of Joe with the fists coming at you. Oh yeah, it's a really cool picture. I find these online. I love them. And that's Firpo knocking Dempsey out of the ring. So all the advantages will go to Joe Louis. The one chance Firpo has is he can punch a bit. Firpo can punch. In reality, he was 31-4 with 26 knockouts. Joe Louis, 68-3-0 with 54 KOs in reality. Both fighters are in the ring. Back to the ring we go here in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Fans still abuzz with the Carlos Monzon stoppage in the 10th of Vito Antuofermo. Frank Wayne Scott. Al, have you used Eddie Gregory? I think he was a light heavyweight and later changed his name. Yes, that's Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. I have not used him. Have I used Eddie Mustafa Muhammad yet? I don't think so. I think I've played him a bit offline with Glory Days Boxing. We're going to have Glory Days Boxing on the channel very soon. A middleweight bout, maybe a fun heavyweight bout. And then I think when we get back to Glory Days Boxing on the channel, it's going to be Marciano's defense against John L. Sullivan, which we've long time coming. I got to do that one. To the ring we go in Argentina. Again, packed house here. It's unbelievable. Firpo will be out of the red corner. Joe Louis, the brown bomber, out of the blue corner. They stare in each other's eyes. They get the final instructions. And you can see, the lower your CTN number, the better. And both fighters are going to go right at one another. Here's the bell for round number 1. Don't blink. And it's Firpo boring forward. And Firpo lands a hard right, left, right. Big shots that Firpo landed on Joe Louis. Louis comes back. A left hook to the body and a right cross to the face of Firpo. Big punches. Firpo doesn't care. Firpo winging away. Missed with the right, but lands a left into the ribs of Joe Louis. Joe Louis looks to come back with a left right to the body, left right to the head. Furious action here in round number 1. And it's Firpo again. Firpo hooking to the body. Big shots by Louis Firpo. They're banging away at ring center. Left hook to the body, right hand to the jaw of Firpo by the brown bomber, and Firpo is down! Firpo is down! Louis goes to the neutral corner. The referee picks up the count at 6. Firpo starts to rise. 7, 8. He'll take the mandatory 8. The referee will wipe off his gloves. Firpo's ready to go. Louis looking to end it here in round number 1. What crazy action. Louis goes for the kill. Louis banging away with hard shots. Firpo is in serious trouble. Firpo is on the ropes. Louis measuring, looking to take out the wild bull of the Pampas. 42 seconds left. Big shots land by both. And at the bell, there is a clinch. So, wow. Firpo goes down in a hellacious round of action. In fact, at the end, it was Firpo snapping Louis's head. But that's a 10-8 round for the brown bomber. Unbelievable action in round number 1. Scheduled for 10 heavyweights. If this goes past 3, it'll be a miracle. 10-8 round due to the knockdown. Louis was going to win the round anyway, but Firpo showing no fear. It's a man who knocked Jack Dempsey out of the ring. Here we go, round number 2. Firpo looking to charge in the Louis corner. They want him to use the jab now. Louis behind the jab. Hooks to the body. Good job by Joe. Firpo gets inside. They tie up. They maul and brawl. Finally, the referee breaks them. Lewis again. Misses the jab. Missed the right hand. Firpo stayed low but did not come out firing. Lewis lands the grazing jab and a grazing right hand. Lewis has the right hand cocked. Misses but drives a left hook into the body of Louis Firpo. Lewis boxing beautifully. They feint, they fire, but they miss. Booyah! Left right to the body. And then quickly, with a left to the jaw of Firpo, goes the Brown Bomber. Excellent round for Joe Louis. 40 seconds ago, all Louis. Louis continues to dig hard into the rib cage of the Argentinian heavyweight Louis Firpo. Final seconds at the bell, and Firpo lands low. The referee will admonish Firpo as he goes back towards his corner, but the Wild Bull, the Pampas, does not care. Another round in the books for Joe Louis. Will that low blow affect the Brown Bomber? The good news, if you're a Firpo fan, he didn't get knocked down. We wait for round 3, a little delay in the action, as the referee is admonishing the Firpo corner to get out. Here's the bell for round number 3. It's Louis once again. Jab, jab, and then a right hook to the body. Firpo comes back with a lunging right hand, clipping Joe Louis. Firpo lands another lunging right hand. So Firpo leaping in from the outside. Firpo looks to land again. Digs to the body and up to the head, forcing Joe Louis back. Louis Firpo finding a rhythm. Both fighters feint but don't fire. Firpo looking to land long punches now. Firpo moves forward, and he is met with a right cross square in the face. Good shot by Joe Louis. Louis with the jab and the right hand now. Firpo looks to loop his punches in. Left hook, right hook, left hook! And Louis is hurt! Louis is hurt! Final seconds. Firpo looks to land, and he lands the right hand. Louis was on the ropes. Firpo hurts Joe Louis here in round 3. The crowd is going insane in Buenos Aires, Argentina. That is a Firpo round. We have it 2-1 Louis, but with that 10-8 round, that's an extra point for the Brown Bomber. The ringside scorer has it 2-1 for Louis, 29-27. We are in agreement with that. In the Firpo corner, they're very excited. Here we go. Round number 4. Both fighters. No, now Louis presses forward. Louis lands on the belt line. Firpo catches Louis coming in with a right hand. Missed with the left hook. Louis again shuffles forward. Louis left hook to the body. Good short right hand to the jaw of Firpo. Firpo looks to come back. Firpo lunging forward, pushing Louis off balance. Digs a left-right into the rib cages of the Brown Bomber. Louis kept his guard in tight, though. But some of those punches got through. Toe-to-toe exchange, equal exchange. 1:10 to go here in round 4. Firpo comes alive, hooking to the body with his left and right. Louis looks to land. Beautiful 4-punch salvo by Joe Louis. Firpo was trying to dip in, and Louis with a left-right to the body, left hook, and a right hand to the jaw of Louis Firpo. 23 seconds left in the round. Both fighters jockeying for position, a little mauling and brawling. Now they break from one another. Louis looks to land the boom, and there it is! At the bell. Left, right, left to the jaw. 3 beautiful hooks as Louis worked his way inside. Firpo, again, when they say from distance, he's trying to lunge in and catch Louis off guard, but boy, did Firpo get caught. A close round, but Louis takes the round with that big combination at the bell. Well, I was wrong. We're going into round 5. I didn't think it'd go past 3. The bell for round number 5. Firpo beginning to breathe heavily. Firpo looks to land. Right hand, left hook, right hand. Winging shots by Louis Firpo. Louis comes back, bangs a left-right to the body. Firpo again trying to keep Louis at the end of his punches, looking to land something big. There it is. Right hand, left, uppercut. Good shots by Firpo. Firpo in a rhythm. Firpo bangs the body as Lewis moves forward and then shoves Lewis away and moves to the side. Lewis comes back with a solid right hand and left hook. The right hand to the head, the left hook into the ribs of the Argentinian. Firpo, undeterred, bangs away to the body himself, but Lewis keeps his arms in tight. Under a minute to go here in round number 5. Toe-to-toe exchange. Firpo got the better of it. Unbelievable. Lewis Firpo's in it to win it. And as I say that, left hook to the body, left uppercut brings the head up of Firpo, and the right hand goes crashing into the cranium of Lewis Firpo. Firpo somehow walks through it. The crowd is going insane here. Final seconds. And Lewis lands a left to the body and a chopping right hand to the head of Firpo. So Lewis comes back nicely and proudly steals that round. That was a very close round. We prepare for round number 6. Lewis had Firpo down in the first. We have Lewis ahead, but it's been a touchy affair. Give and go, touch and go here in Argentina. The ringside scorer has Lewis up by 4, 48-46. Ringside scorer gave Firpo round 5 and 3. Lewis's was given rounds 1, 2, and 4. Again, unofficially. Knocked down in the first, 10-8. Round 6 coming up. In the Lewis corner, they really want Joe. Joe will probably be better off, in my opinion, to stay at distance. Catch Firpo lunging in. Round 6, the bell. Both fighters feint but don't fire. And again, it's Firpo lunging in, but Firpo misses with a wild combination. No counter by Lewis. Firpo undeterred, lunges in again, bangs a hook to the body. That was a left hook, and then a weird chopping right hand to the head of Joe Lewis. Toe-to-toe exchange. Firpo continues. Again, he's at distance, but then he makes his wild charges. Lewis tries to stand his ground. Left hook to the body, grazing right hand to the head of Firpo. Firpo bangs the belt line. Under a minute to go here in round number 6. Firpo moves forward. Firpo lands with a wild combination. 2 shots to the body, 2 shots to the head. 3 of them got through. Lewis looking to land the boom. Wings a right and a left. Firpo ducked underneath. Lewis looks to load and bang with a solid right hand, snapping the head of the Argentinian strongman at the bell. Another close round. That one Firpo might have eked out, but Lewis did land big shots just before the bell. Let's go to the ringside score. Gives it to Lewis Firpo. What an upset this would be if somehow Firpo can land some more punches here. I mean, this is what you expect from Lewis Firpo. He can't do much more than this. I'm very surprised that Lewis continues to wage war to try to press well, he's trying to back Firpo up like Dempsey did, and when Dempsey was able to do that, he whacked out Firpo. Round 7, scheduled for 10. Lewis comes out with pure determination on his face, lands a grazing right hand after a solid jab. Firpo just comes right back. Firpo wings 4 punches. Lewis smothers them, though. Lewis works his hands free, digs a left-right to the body, a right uppercut, left hook, uppercut, and Firpo is hurt. What hard shots to the body by Lewis, and then the right-left uppercut. Firpo backs up, Lewis measuring, boom with the right cross. Firpo is hurt on the ropes. Lewis looking to end it. He's measuring again. Then he bangs the body. Lewis bangs the body again, comes up to the head. Firpo trapped on the ropes. Under a minute to go here in round 7. Firpo tries to fight his way off the ropes, but Lewis keeps him pinned there as both pugilists land. Now Firpo looking to land, but he misses. Lewis pushes him back into the ropes. Lewis measuring. Booyah! Right hand, left uppercut. Firpo ties up, and now they slide to ring center. Huge round by Joe Lewis. Firpo dead tired now. He took hellacious punishment in round 7. But hats off to Lewis Firpo. Who would have thought that he would make it to round 7? He was down in round number 1. And that was a wild, crazy round with both pugilists hurting one another. Round 8, the bell. Joe Lewis looking to end it. Firpo moves forward. Lewis moves forward. Lewis works his hands quickly to the body of Firpo. Lewis continues to punch, banging the body. Firpo, no answer. Lewis continues to rake the body, looking to set up the headshot. Lewis looking to go to the head. There it is. Right hand, left hook, right hand. Firpo is hurt. Firpo buckles, and that is it. That is it. The referee has stepped in. The fight is over. Joe Louis has stopped Louis Firpo in a highly entertaining bout. Round 8, a minute 18 into the round. Joe Louis has solidified his position as the number 1 ranked heavyweight, and he will look for a title shot against the winner of the upcoming championship bout. Here, 15 rounds, Oscar Bonavena, Primo Carnera. Now, what I do in my universe, if Carnera somehow pulls off an upset, Joe Louis will not fight him. I don't have fights that actually take place usually in my universe. So Carnera would fight someone else, and usually we give a new champion or a champion a couple of elective defenses. So Louis is probably rooting really hard, and his people are rooting really hard for Bonavena, because Bonavena, if he wins, will fight Joe Louis next, unless we want to give him an easy elective offline. SGJ Jamie giving some commentary in the chat. He says, last few have been close. The rounds were close. SGJ Jamie also, good fight. Joe was likely going to finish him, but this one I think the ref should have let go longer. So SGJ Jamie thought Firpo should have been given more of a chance, or a quick stoppage, in SGJ Jamie's opinion. It was a very entertaining fight as we await the main event. Let's go to the scorecards. Not as close as we had it. Not that we had it close, but, well, 69-63, I could see that. 67-64 was the closest. All these scores are in favor of Louis out of the blue corner. And 68-64. As we get the official announcement in a few moments. Once again, Joe Louis solidifies his number 1 ranking at heavyweight with a TKO of a very game Louis Firpo in the 8th. Firpo, very good fight. Very good effort. As both fighters talk to one another now. Excellent sportsmanship there. Here we go with the official announcement. Again, we're going to translate from the Argentinian call. Your winner by technical knockout. The referee stops the bout at 1 minute and 18 seconds of the 8th round. The winner, the number 1 ranked heavyweight in the world, Joe Louis. And now they say, let's give a big round of applause for an excellent fighter, Louis Firpo. And the crowd does give Firpo a wonderful, wonderful ovation. Well deserved by both. Main event coming up. 15 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world. Bonavena, the champion. Primo Carnera, the number 10 ranked contender, European champion. Bonavena, Carnera, decent punch for both of them. Stamina will go in the way of Bonavena. Bonavena, the better chin than Primo. Should be an interesting fight. If the Italian can force Bonavena back, he's much larger than the Argentinian. Primo Carnera, in reality, 88-14-0 with 78 stoppages from Sequals, Italy. From Buenos Aires, Argentina, he's very psyched, very happy to be defending in his home country. Oscar Bonavena, in reality, 58-9-1 with 44 stoppages. Let's take a look once again at both these marvelous pugilists. First, we will go to the number 10 ranked Primo Carnera. Once again, Carnera won the Italian title. You can see he beat a lot of local fighters. First loss came to Jerry Cooney in a close one, and that was in the United States. He then went on to beat Frank Bruno by KO in the 10th to take the vacant European title in a rematch in Rome, Italy on the undercard of Nino Larraca, who upset Roberto Duran for the welterweight title. He knocked out in the fight of the year candidate, Jerry Cooney, and they just banged away. Cooney thought he was going to win, but Carnera comes back. Then he took a tough fight against the South African, Kali Notsia, and he TKO'd Notsia in the 6th. Lost his title opportunity to Tunney. So this is the first fighter who gets a second crack at the... well, that's not true because we had draws. But after a loss, gets another crack at the title. And again, this is an elective defense for Oscar Bonavena. Then, an upset. Joe Erskine upset Carnera to take the European title. Stoppage TKO 15. Carnera exercises rematch clause and defeated Erskine. It was much more active, much more physical, stopping the Welshman in 7. SGJ Jamie says, the second Cooney fight was a good one. Lost money on it. Hockey Unreal says, Firpo overpressed. Firpo tried hard. Let's close that out. Here's the champion, Oscar Bonavena, 9-0 with 3 stoppages. Bonavena got his title shot by winning our big heavyweight tournament, actually. Everyone was in it except anyone who actually held a heavyweight title. Firpo beat the Italian, Giuseppe Ras. Then he beat Gus D'Arzo, TKOing D'Arzo. Beat Jim Flynn. Here was a big win for Oscar Bonavena. Unanimous decision close over Teofimo Stevenson, the Cuban. Then he beat Henry Cooper by split decision. Joe Baskey by unanimous decision. Stopped Ernie Shavers in 6th. Beat Jimmy Young to take the tournament and actually quite handily beat Jimmy Young. One judge had it 97-95, the others 98-93 and 98-94. Then took the heavyweight title in Connecticut at the Yale Bowl when he chopped up Gene Tunney and the referee stopped it in the 10th. He's an undefeated champion, hoping to stay undefeated in his home country. As we go back to Buenos Aires, Argentina, for the 15-round heavyweight championship fight, Bonavena-Carnera. Schedule. Let me take a sip of water. Once again, I'd like to thank SGJ Jamie, Hockey Unreal, Frank Wainscott, Sox Arizona, Dwayne Martz, Cutter Historical. Thank you very much for being here. So a lot of edge goes to Bonavena, but Carnera's here to try to take the title back to Italy. To the ring we go. 15 rounds for the World Heavyweight Championship. Bonavena in the red corner, Carnera in the blue corner. They come to the center of the ring. They get their final instructions. There are no questions from either chief seconds. They go back to their corners. Gil Clancy is in the Bonavena corner. Angelo Dundee is in the corner of Primo Carnera. They brought him in for this fight. Both fighters look to maul and brawl. It seems on the inside they're raring to go. Bonavena will have a slight edge with the control, 8-9. There's the bell, round number 1. Bonavena moves in, Carnera meets him. Bonavena wings wildly. Carnera lands a nice short combination. Whoa, Angelo Dundee having effects already. Nice combination by Carnera. Bonavena looks to bang. He bangs the body. Carnera smothers him. He's a very large man, 6'6", 267, and all muscle. But it's Bonavena punching away. Bonavena continues to work the body and arms of Carnera. Bonavena punches as Carnera tries to smother him. Carnera's trying to use his weight against Bonavena, but it's Bonavena punching away. The last punch, a wild right hand that clipped the jaw of the large Italian. Bonavena digs hard to the body. Carnera continues to press forward, but he's not punching. Carnera now holds Bonavena in place, and he chops away with the right hand, then brings a left uppercut into the jaw of Oscar Bonavena. Bonavena fires back. Bonavena digs hard to the body and lands a looping right hand, snapping the head of the Italian. Toe-to-toe they go. Final 36 seconds of round number 1. Bonavena digs the left into the ribs of Carnera, brings it quickly to the jaw. 2 good scoring shots. Carnera holds Bonavena in place and chops away with the right hand. A good round for Oscar Bonavena. Bonavena goes back to his corner. Gil Clancy's happy with him. Carnera goes back to Angelo Dundee. Angelo tells Carnera, continue to do what you're doing. Pick up the pace each and every round. Round 2 scheduled for 15. First round we gave to Bonavena. Now it's Bonavena trying to get inside. Carnera behind a good jab. Lands at 1, 2, missed with the right hand. Bonavena ducks under the jab, digs a left to the body. Again, Bonavena works inside. Bonavena left, right to the body. Left hook, right hand to the jaw of Carnera. Carnera is hurt. Bonavena presses forward. Bonavena wings a left. It was grazing, but the right hand caught Carnera. Both fighters feint, don't fire. Bonavena moves forward. Carnera pushes him away. About a minute to go here in round 2. Carnera's been hurt. Carnera feints. Boom with the right hand. Bonavena walks through it. Oh, that was a beautiful right hand by Primo Carnera. Under a minute to go. Carnera again lands a left and then the right. Carnera working the jab from distance. Bonavena dips in. Now bull rushes. Lands a wild uppercut after a left hook to the body. Carnera's trying to push Bonavena away. Bonavena stays in tight. Bangs the body with 4 shots. 3 of them got through. Another good round for Oscar Bonavena. Carnera landed a good right hand, but Bonavena just walked through it. 2 rounds in the bag for the Argentinian world champion. Round 3 scheduled for 15. There's the bell. Toe-to-toe exchange. They both miss. Carnera again trying to stay at distance. Carnera trying to use his jab. He cannot. Bonavena bowls in, left, right to the body, and a wild right hand to the head, clipping Carnera. Bonavena stays inside, but Carnera smothers those punches and shoves the Argentinian away. At distance, Carnera lands a left, missed with the right. Bonavena looks to work the body, and he does. Solid body shots into the rib area of Primo Carnera. Bonavena stays there. Bonavena, another looping punch, gets to the taller Italian. Grazing shots, but scoring shots. Gil Clancy telling Bonavena, let your hands go. Be first. They tie up, and Carnera walks Bonavena back, really using his strength. Referee finally breaks them. 33 seconds to go here in round 3. Bonavena moves forward. Carnera, left, right, left. 3 huge hooks. Bonavena walks through it. Unbelievable chin by the Argentinian. Final moments. Ringo looks to fire back. Carnera smothers those punches and shoves them away. Close round. Close round. The best combination was thrown by Carnera, but wasn't enough to take it. Frank Wainscott says, Al, I see you got Legends of Wrestling from Filsinger. Love the game. Started a Memphis territory. Having a blast. Very fun game. Legends of Wrestling. Very addictive. I've played so many games offline. Very fun. Wrestling's a fun game if you enjoyed wrestling, because you can come up with your own storylines. Let's go to the ringside score. I have Bonavena up 3 rounds to none. Let's see how the ringside score has it. 3 rounds to none for Bonavena. How does the chat see it? Round 4 coming up. Here's the bell scheduled for 15. The champion of the world, Oscar Bonavena. Number 10 ranked contender and European champion, Primo Carnera. Carnera looks to be first. And beautiful shots, left, right, left. Snapping the head of the moving forward Oscar Bonavena. Bonavena blinking, but there's no blood. Beautiful job. Carnera's in a rhythm here. He feinted the jab and drove a right into the labanza of Bonavena. Bonavena works his way in. Bonavena left, right to the body and brings left, right to the head. And Carnera's down! Carnera's down! Big shots by the Argentinian. The Italian tries to rise. Bonavena in the neutral corner. The count has reached 7. Carnera gets up. The referee will wipe off his gloves, give him the mandatory 8. looks into Carnera's eyes. Says, do you want to go? Carnera nods yes. Bonavena looking to finish him. Bonavena opening up, banging away. Carnera moves back to the ropes. He's getting tagged over and over again. Carnera is hurt. Bonavena looks for the kill. There's plenty of time left here in round 4. Carnera ties up Bonavena. Bonavena hooks to the body, then a right hand to the head. Carnera now moves away from the ropes. Bonavena pursues. Bonavena, left, right, hooks to the head. Swelling near the left eye of Carnera. Huge round for Oscar Bonavena. Under 30 seconds to go. Toe-to-toe exchange. But it's Bonavena trying to hunt down the Italian. Final moments. Both fighters throw and miss. A huge round for Oscar Bonavena, the man they call Ringo. So Bonavena in complete control here. Angelo Dundee telling Primo, you gotta let your hands go. Primo nods his head. Let's see if he'll follow through. Bonavena sensing an early night of work. Round 5, the bell. And it's Bonavena banging away at the body as he bores in against Carnera, trying to keep him at distance. Carnera puts a jab out there, feints a jab, right hybrid hook uppercut. And Bonavena walks through it. That was a solid shot by a large human being, and Bonavena walked through it. Bonavena fires back, left, right to the body, and a right hand to the head of Carnera. Both fighters maul and brawl. Now they move away from one another. Carnera puts a jab out there. And Carnera, jab, right hand, left hook. Bonavena's hurt! Bonavena was hurt. The right hand caught him coming in. The left hook followed it up. Bonavena backs up. Carnera measuring. Carnera throws but can't land solidly. Bonavena looks to fight off the ropes, bangs the body hard, and Carnera backs away. Bonavena moves forward, looks like he has cleared his head. Bonavena feints the right, left hook to the body, left hook to the head. Carnera was hurt by that one. Final seconds, Bonavena wings a right hand, but lands a left to the body. Action-packed round number 5, both pugilists rattling each other's brains. They weebled, wobbled, but they didn't go down. Carnera stood up to it. Remember, he was knocked down in the fourth round. Another round in the bank. It was close. That one might have went to Carnera. The ringside score didn't see it that way. 5-0, Oscar Bonavena. So far, competitive mismatch. Once again, in the Carnera corner, they're working on that swelling near the left eye. Angelo Dundee, an excellent cut man, as well as a trainer. Gil Clancy very happy with Oscar Bonavena. Round 6 scheduled for 15. Bonavena again presses, gets by the Carnera jab, but he cannot land. Carnera has the right hand cocked. Right hand, left hook to the body. Nice job by Primo Carnera. Toe-to-toe exchange. Primo keeping Bonavena at distance. Primo feints but doesn't fire. Carnera puts a jab out there. Another jab. 2 jabs landed. Carnera has the right hand cocked. Bonavena bowls in and lands on the belt line. One of them might have been low, and the referee's admonishing him for that. 1:16 to go here in round 6. Carnera, jab, jab, jab. No right hand, though. Both fighters feint but don't fire. Carnera looks to throw the right hand. There he does! A quick combination. Carnera showing some quickness there. Not heavy shots, but scoring shots. An excellent round for Carnera. Final seconds. Carnera looks to land the jab, and then the right hand at the bell. Good job by Primo. Quick shots by Primo. And Primo comes back to his corner. Angelo Dundee slaps him in the chest playfully and says, that's what we need to do. First round in the bank, definitely for Primo Carnera. Carnera breathing a little more heavily now. Gil Clancy not happy with the effort of Bonavena in round 6. So if Carnera somehow took round 5 and possibly took one of those other sort of close rounds, it's pretty close. But that's if. If the dog didn't stop in the woods to take a poop, he might have caught the rabbit. Round 7 scheduled for 15. Bonavena trying to hold on to his heavyweight title here in Argentina. Toe-to-toe exchange. Both fighters banging away. And it's Bonavena bringing the pressure. Both fighters landed quite well. Bonavena again banging away. Left, right to the body. Left uppercut. Uppercut was grazing. Carnera looks to stop the pressure, landing right to the belt line, and the second shot to the Franks and Beans. The referee warns him. Carnera, uppercut, right hand. Carnera holds Bonavena in place and drills another right uppercut. And Bonavena somehow walks through it. Holy cow. Carnera just teed off with a couple of uppercuts. And Bonavena walks through it. Bonavena angry. Bonavena fires back with hooks to the head and body. The last one being a left hook to the jaw. Carnera pushes him away. Both pugilists seem pissed at one another, but it's Bonavena throwing. Bonavena hooks hard to the body, feinted the jab, went right hook, then left hook into the ribs of the Italian. Under a minute to go here in round number 7. Both fighters throw go-home right hands and miss. 34 seconds left in round 7. Carnera, a jab and a right hand. The right hand was grazing. Carnera's starting to get in a rhythm, but it could be too late. At the bell, Bonavena bangs to the body. One of those shots got through. That round goes to Bonavena. Both fighters breathing heavily now in their corners. Round 8, as we come up pretty much on the midway point of the fight. Unofficially, the ringside score has it 6-1 Bonavena, 69-63. We have it quite similar. We might have given round 5 and 6 to Carnera. Round 6 was definitely a Carnera round. Here we go. Round number 8. Round number 8. The bell. Carnera. Oh my lord! Carnera rushed out at Bonavena. Bonavena rushed out at Carnera. Carnera puts him in a pseudo headlock and drills a right uppercut. And Bonavena is badly hurt. Bonavena is badly hurt. Carnera measuring. Missed with the right hand, though. Bonavena looks to fight off the ropes, bangs to the body, but Carnera will not let him go. Carnera again holds Bonavena in place and drills a right uppercut. Bonavena ties him up. Bonavena looking to fight back, bangs the body. Toe-to-toe exchange, a big exchange. Carnera still will not let Bonavena off the ropes. Carnera again holds him in place and lands the right uppercut. Bonavena is hurt. Bonavena is taking a beating on those ropes. Carnera measuring. Right hand was grazing. 17 seconds left. Toe-to-toe exchange and at the bell. Holy cow. Primo Carnera imposed his will upon the Argentinian Oscar Bonavena, mauling, brawling, forcing him to the ropes, holding him in place, and battering him, I tell you, with a battering uppercut, like he was trying to bust through a gate of a castle. But somehow Bonavena stood up. He was hurt on 2 occasions quite badly. Angelo Dundee pumping up Carnera in the corner, saying, "That's what we need, Primo." Gil Clancy very concerned in the Bonavena corner. That was definitely a Primo Carnera round. But Primo exerted a lot of energy in that attack. Both fighters seemed fatigued. So Primo, was that the last charge of the Light Brigade for Primo Carnera? A huge round for Carnera. Ringside score has it 78-73. Round 9 scheduled for 15 World Championship. Carnera comes right out. Lands a quick combination, snapping the head of the Argentinian. Bonavena applies pressure. Carnera back behind the jab. Bonavena bangs a left-right to the body. Bonavena stays in tight. A very aggressive combination, throwing hard shots, forcing Carnera back to the ropes. Carnera feels his back to the ropes, moves away. Carnera back behind the jab, lands a right hand, and Bonavena buckles. Oh my lord! Carnera measures and lands another right hand, but not the same effect. Carnera looks to measure, missed the right hand, left hook. Bonavena bangs away at the body. One shot got through for Oscar Bonavena. Carnera lands the jab, another jab. Bonavena blinking. 31 seconds left in round number 9. Both fighters feint but don't fire. Final moments of round number 9. It's Carnera at the bell with a right hand. followed by a left into the ribs. A beautiful round by Primo Carnera. Carnera has found a rhythm. Carnera has found a rhythm. Highlight Heyday has joined that. Castle Busters, I like that. I did too. I couldn't think of the actual word battering ram. I thought of it now. I want to say battering ram uppercut, but Castle Busters sounds just as good. SGJ Jamie says Oscar's chin is doing the prevent defense. Carnera finally breaking through, but he is very tired, and that will diminish some of his power, as you can see. Had he landed those shots early in the fight, and he landed some good shots early in the fight, but not like those. Let's go to the ringside score before round 10. This thing's getting a little close here, folks. You give one of those close rounds to Carnera in the first 5, it's very close. Gil Clancy wants Oscar to stop just bull rushing in, but that's what Oscar's going to do. Last words from Angelo Dundee as Carnera leaves the corner. Keep him at bay. And it's Carnera behind the jab. Booyah with the right hand and a left right to the body. Nice combination by Primo Carnera. Carnera again. This time he feints the jab. Goes right hand to the body. Left hook to the body. Carnera looks to land. Carnera now working the body over the on-rushing Oscar Bonavena. The Argentinian's eating everything. Toe-to-toe exchange. Carnera got the better of it. Bonavena backs up for a second. Now moves forward. Bonavena looks to smother. Carnera works his hands free. Bonavena lands 2 shots to the body. Nothing hard, but they were effective. Bonavena again stays in tight. Carnera a bit winded, but he's taking hard shots now by the Argentinian in his Labanza. Carnera shoves Bonavena away, sidesteps him, and Carnera lands a left-right to the head. Those were hooking shots. Both fighters throw and miss. Final 10 seconds, round up for grabs. A grazing, looping right hand by Oscar Bonavena just clips the jaw of Primo Carnera, but that is a Carnera round. Carnera seems to have gotten stronger, if that's very weird to say. Carnera is really doing a wonderful job now. Gil Clancy very concerned in the Bonavena corner, but you can see this effort is taking a lot out of Primo Carnera. It is now, oh my God, yeah, Carnera takes that one. I thought by accident they gave that to Bonavena. Again, this scorecard's unofficial. Whatever I say is unofficial. 96-93. Carnera closing the gap. And again, one of these rounds, with not the fourth, because Carnera went down. I want to say the 5th round was fairly close. So if you gave I can't remember if it was the 5th or the 3rd. This fight's very close. Round 11. Gil Clancy just tells Oscar, do whatever you want to do, but punch. Now, I don't think Gil Clancy really means that, but he just wants Bonavena to punch. Angelo Dundee in the Primo Carnera corner wants him to work the jab. And there it is! Jab, right hand, and then Carnera holds him in place and drives another right. Bonavena smothers Carnera. Carnera just doesn't have the power, but that was a good combination. Carnera looks to duplicate it. Lands a right hand, but could not hold Bonavena in place. Carnera moves back. Both fighters looking to throw, but they don't. Bonavena works inside. Carnera looks to smother him, but a looping right hand in tight catches Carnera. 1:34 to go here in round 11. Carnera, jab, jab, right hand, snapping the head of the Argentinian. Bonavena moves forward, but he cannot land to the head. He digs to the body. He threw 3, got 1 through. Carnera looks, boom, with a right hand, but the power is just not there anymore. Carnera looks to fire again. Jab, right hand, left hook. Good shots by Carnera. Under 30 seconds to go. Bonavena, right hook, right hook, and Carnera's down for a second time. Will he rise this time? The crowd is going insane. 6, 7, 8, 9, and Carnera just barely beats the count at the bell. The bell will ring in a moment. Unbelievable. A good round for Carnera. Up until then, Bonavena just kept applying pressure. He windmilled a 4-hook combination, left, right, everything clipping Carnera on the jaw. The large Italian tastes the canvas for the second time, and that could salt away the victory for the Argentinian, but Carnera giving it his all. So the words of Gil Clancy, as Bonavena really not adhering to the advice of his cornerman. He just said, let your hands go. 106-101, another 10-8 round. Carnera went down in the 4th, now again in the 11th. This has been a very, very good heavyweight championship fight. Angelo Dundee in the Carnera corner says, do you want to go on? Primo quickly stands up, says yes, and Carnera, Dundee says, sit back down, son, sit back down. The ref will keep a close look on Carnera. Round 12. Gil Clancy imploring Bonavena to end it. SGJ Jamie at ringside in the chat says, I think the bell tolls for Primo. You are correct. Highlight Heyday says there might be some controversy here. The bell rang, but we know whose bell got rung. Round 12. There is the bell. Both fighters coming out. Carnera moving forward. Meets Bonavena at ring center. Both fighters throw and land. Bonavena lets his hands go. He misses. Carnera with a beautiful combination to the body, then up to the head, shoving Bonavena away. Both fighters throw hard and miss. Now they smother one another. A lot of wrestling, a lot of shoving. Bonavena works his hands free. Left hook, right hand on the jaw of Carnera. Carnera stands up to it. Bonavena, left hook to the body and a right hand to the head. Bonavena looking to chop down the tree once again. Carnera digs hard to the body. Under a minute to go. It is a very competitive round 12. A very competitive fight. They're in tight. Bonavena lands a chopping right hand to the jaw of Carnera. Toe-to-toe exchange. Carnera got the better of it. And as I say that, Bonavena slaps him with a left hook. Final seconds. It's Carnera, and Carnera lands a good combination, but there's just no more oomph, it seems, on his punches. So after being knocked down, Primo Carnera gutted out round 12 and possibly stole the round. The hard luck round coming up, round 13. Just ask Jake LaMotta against Sugar Ray Robinson, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, part 2. Wow, so Carnera has really given a tremendous effort. In the Tunney fight, he just took a hellacious beating. He stood up to it until he got stopped. Both fighters breathing heavily. Is there a miracle in Primo Carnera? Is there a miracle? He needs a miracle. 115-111, the ringside score did give round 12 to a very game, tough, determined Primo Carnera. Carnera down in the 4th, down in the 11th. Hard luck round, the bell for round 13. And Bonavena comes charging out, windmilling, clipping Carnera over and over again. Carnera looks to back up. Bonavena continues to bang the body up to the head. Carnera stands his ground. Carnera holds Bonavena in place and drills 2 right uppercuts into the jaw of the Argentinian. Carnera lands a chopping right hand, left hook, shoves Bonavena away. Carnera punching like a madman. Carnera digs hard to the body. Bonavena looks a bit winded. Bonavena fires back to the body. 48 seconds left in round 13. There is not one fanny in the seats here in Argentina. Carnera looking to fire. Carnera digs hard to the body and brings it up to the head. Bonavena backs up. Carnera looks to fire again. Carnera holds Bonavena in place and drills him with a right uppercut. Bonavena looks to move forward. Bonavena, right hand, left hook at the bell. Another close round. Good God Almighty. These two warriors are going at it. This is what we thought would happen when this fight was signed. A very competitive fight. 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes of pugilistic fury. What a 3-bout card from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Let's go to the ringside score. Unofficially, Carnera has now moved to within 3 points. Those 2 knockdowns of Carnera loom large in favor of Oscar Bonavena. Frank Wainscott at ringside in the chats. His cornerman doing a good job on the Primo cut and swelling. It was more swelling. But you are correct, Frank. Round 14. Let's see what Carnera can do here. Both fighters digging deep. Toe-to-toe exchange at ring center. They're going head-to-head. Phone booth warfare. Billy Goat to Billy Goat. Carnera smothers. Bonavena works his hands free. It's a sloppy combination that lands by Carnera. Bonavena looks to counter with a left-right to the body. Primo Carnera bangs away at the body. Carnera punching, shoving Bonavena back. And then tagging him with a right uppercut to the jaw. Oh, a beautiful left to the body and a right uppercut. Bonavena moves back. Carnera presses forward. Carnera feeling his oats. Carnera again holding Bonavena in place. Hits him with 2 right uppercuts. Bonavena slaps the arm away that's trying to engulf him of Primo Carnera. And he digs a left to the side of the cranium of Carnera. And blood from the mouth of Carnera. 24 seconds left in round 14. A bloody Carnera bangs away with his hands. Good job by Primo. Primo punching at the belly, lands a chopping right hand and a left hook. The left hook to the body, the chopping right hand to the side of the head of Ringo, a.k.a. Oscar Bonavena. Another round in the bank for Primo Carnera. He has 3 minutes to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Oscar Bonavena has 3 minutes to retain the World's Heavyweight Championship. Holy cow, what a fight it has been. Carnera down by 2 points. The knockdowns again. Bonavena dropped Carnera in the 4th and dropped Carnera in the 11th. Carnera just barely beat the count in the 11th. Since then, Carnera unofficially has taken round 12, 13, and 14. Unofficially, 133, 131, Oscar Bonavena. 3 more minutes. Angelo Dundee in the Primo Carnera corner was brought in specifically for this bout. He is telling Primo, go for it, go for it, go for it. You might not have another chance, son. Gil Clancy in the Bonavena corner says, we need this round. They come to the center of the ring, they touch gloves, and they will go right at it. Toe-to-toe warfare, ring center. Both fighters throw and land. Carnera shoves Bonavena off balance, and Carnera with a left-right to the jaw. Bonavena's in trouble. Bonavena looks to fire back, and he lands left-right to the jaw of Carnera. So Bonavena was in trouble for a minute, but fought back quickly. Here comes Carnera, and Carnera again rattles Oscar Bonavena. Carnera looking to end it. Carnera is battering him with uppercuts. Carnera looks to be champion of the world. Bonavena fires back with a right hand. Toe-to-toe exchange. Carnera desperately trying to win the title in the final moments of round 15. Carnera lands the right cross. Carnera lands at the bell. Oscar Bonavena on the ropes took a hellacious beating but stood up to it. Primo Carnera was oh so close to winning the heavyweight title. But the referee, there is no quick stoppage in this one. No quick stoppage. As Carnera worked over Oscar Bonavena, a huge round 15. But sadly, the tremendous effort of the Italian, the European champion, Primo Carnera. We do not think it was enough, but what a fight. Another great fight by Primo Carnera. And Oscar Bonavena probably escapes with the heavyweight title by the hair of his chinny chin chin. Holy cow. Ringside score. Bonavena, 142. Carnera, 141. And there is controversy. Angelo Dundee really felt they should have stopped the fight, but the referee's choice, he let it go on. Bonavena took a battering on the ropes, and it was Carnera gutting it out. Had Carnera been able to break through like that early, he might have knocked out Oscar Bonavena. A tale of 2 fights. Bonavena early, Carnera late. The knockdown in the 11th looks, again, this is unofficial, looks to have saved Oscar Bonavena and his heavyweight title. We await the judges' scorecards. SGJ Jamie, wow. The 2 knockdowns might all decide the fight so far. SGJ Jamie, holy crap, I think one more punch by Primo, he might have pulled off the TKO Fight of the Year contender. Dwayne Martz, great fight. Now, again, a lot of dilly-dallying with the scorecards. Just listen to me, if Carnera did take round 5, we have a draw. If Carnera takes any of these early rounds, I mean, he really, round 1, he got whomped. I kind of remember round 5 being sort of close. Frank Wainscott says, great card of boxing. All right, let's go to the scorecards. Here we go. The official announcement. Oh my God, what a fight. We have a unanimous decision, 142-141, 142-141, 142-141. The winner by unanimous decision, and still heavyweight champion of the world, Oscar Bonavena. So Oscar Bonavena holds on to the title, as we stated, by the hair of his chinny chin chin. The knockdown in the 11th was the difference. Actually, and obviously the knockdown in the 4th, but it was the knockdown in the 11th. Unbelievable. After the knockdown in the 11th, Carnera takes round 12, 13, 14, and 15 and nearly TKO'd Oscar Bonavena. Just a few punches away from pulling off the Mike Weaver miracle, though this fight was much closer than Weaver versus Tate in reality. Oscar Bonavena really escapes, and Primo Carnera will not bring the title back to Italy. Angelo Dundee, not very happy. A few more punches, it would have been all over, and Carnera would have been champion. But again, not meant to be. Carnera loses 142-141 on all 3 judges' scorecards. Bonavena, 105 punch points. Those aren't punches landed, those are punch points. Carnera, I'm sorry. Hold on, my faux pas. Carnera, 105 punch points. Bonavena, 103 punch points. So a slight edge in punching scored by Primo Carnera. But the 2 knockdowns cost Carnera the title. Wow. Another big fight of the year for Primo Carnera. Unbelievable. Look how many rounds Primo had from the 8th on. Oh, absolutely. 8, 9, 10, loses the 11th to the knockdown, and he was losing that one. Though that was close. If, just say by chance, again, no knockdown, Carnera might win that round, right? Carnera wins that round, he wins the title. Had it just been a 10-9 round for Bonavena, it's a draw. Takes the 12th, the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th. What a fun fight card we put together here. Wow. I don't think we can give Carnera a rematch. Joe Louis is a very happy camper. It's getting late. Wow. So what a fight card from Estadio Más Monumental in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Unbelievable. Monzon stops Vito Antuofermo. He was ahead in that fight anyway. TKO in the 10th. Joe Louis in a wild affair. TKO's Luis Firpo of Argentina in the 8th. So it looks like Louis is on a collision course with the heavyweight champion of the world, Oscar Bonavena. Odds are he'll face the Argentinian next. We might give Bonavena one more elective. Maybe. I don't know. Primo Carnera. Unbelievable fight. I really enjoy using Primo Carnera in this game, in title bout on the PC, and in Glory Days boxing. I really do enjoy that. Much maligned. His fights were fixed early on, unbeknownst to him. But he won fights on his... Look at the big fights. None of those fights were fixed. He beat Jack Sharkey on the up and up. Okay? And he fought well. He was tough against Max Baer. He lost. He fought Joe Louis pretty well. He got stopped in the 6th. He was on his feet when he got stopped. Grant you his jaw was broke, but he was on his feet. Max Baer quit on his stool against Joe Louis. Max Baer, tremendous talent, nice human being, but didn't train hard. Wow. So again, Monzone TKO over Antuofermo in 10. Lewis in a wild heavyweight contest. TKO of Firpo in 8. And Oscar Bonavena by 1 point unanimous at 142, 141. All three judges holds on to his heavyweight title against Primo Carnera. Let's go to the rankings. So Joe Louis stays at number 1. Wow, they moved with the loss, with the impressive effort by Carnera. He actually moves up in the rankings. I'm going to keep it like that. So Bonavena, if we give him an elective, we don't. So if we give him an elective, it's got to be against someone that Joe Louis never fought. So Louis would definitely get a shot. We might just go Bonavena and Louis, but maybe we give Bonavena an elective. He already fought Jimmy Ellis in reality, so we're not doing that. George Foreman, no. Larry Holmes, that would be interesting. But if we're going to give him an elective, we kind of hope he wins. He already beat George Chavallo in reality. Beat Jimmy Young in our universe. Beat Ernie Shavers. Well, if we can get Cooney a win, I think we might just go Louis Bonavena next fight. I think we'll go Louis Bonavena. SGJ Jamie. Primo Carnera can make his way in. Yeah, I have a Primo Carnera card in my Legends of Wrestling, as well as Tom Vogel's Wrestling. Legends of Wrestling, I found a bootleg card. And Tom Vogel's Wrestling's Finest, he's in the game as a pioneer. He has a decent card, too. I like Primo. I think it's going to be... I'd like to give Bonavena one more elective, but Louis really... We could put Louis on the undercard again. We'll have to see. I think SGJ Jamie, I think against Liston could be exciting, but not an easy fight. Liston lost quite handily to Tunney. We need to give him a fight offline for a win. Yeah, that would be an interesting fight. Yep. Had Bugner, he lost to Wayne Bethea. I was looking to try to get Joe Bugner. I mean, we could get Mike Tyson and Jim Jeffries. They fought twice to 2 draws. I think we might fight him a third time. First fight was 10 rounds. Watch this. First fight was 10 rounds. Draw. The second fight was 12 rounds. Draw. Maybe we fight him a third time, 15 rounds. We have to do... I like to get... let's go to welterweight. I've not done much with my light heavyweights. Welterweight. Nino LaRocca. We got to give him a title defense. I mean, he beat Roberto Duran, so I want to give him an elective title defense, but nothing's easy for Nino. Fritz Zivix. Oh, he wrecked Johnny Saxton. That's right. Nino LaRocca has to actually face Oscar De La Hoya. So we got to do that, but we might give him an elective first. So that's that, folks. I'd like to thank SGJ Jamie, Dwayne Martz. Dwayne Martz says if he fights like that, Joe wins easily. I agree. And remember, check out Dwayne Martz's wonderful channel. Lots of red, white, and blue racing and Glory Days boxing. Frank Wainscott, hope you feel better soon, as he says, great fight card, Al. Thank you for joining us. Highlight Heyday, check out his wonderful channel. Hockey Unreal, thank you very much. Check out his Card and Dice hockey channel. Lots of different hockey games, lots of fun. Sox Arizona is here. Check out his wonderful channel for all your Red Sox commentary and Celtics commentary. Cutter Historical says next week is an epic week for my channel with title bout videos dropping every day starting with Monday, 42nd anniversary of the famous Duran Hagler. Burbick Tate Montreal card is Duran Leonard, not Hagler. It was Duran Leonard and Burbick Tate on the Montreal card. So I think he just made a little mistake. But anyway, check out that great channel. It's lots of fun. So thank you. If you enjoyed the stream, smack the like button. If you haven't subscribed and you want to, please hit the bell for notification. If you do subscribe, if you have subscribed, again, hit the bell for notification when we go live. Check out all the other wonderful content creators in our community. I named a few who are here, but there are many, many others. Fun channels. Stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. Thank you very much once again. God bless. See you soon. Love you all. And what